Hi everybody, welcome back. I come to you with another review, the Netflix series Fuller House. Now, being born when I was, the original Full House was a big thing when it came out during TGI Fridays. Used to watch Full House every week. I think I've seen every episode since it first aired, from the very first one on to the end. It was something I watched with my cousins and my mom and dad and my family, and we all enjoyed the show, as cheesy and corny as it was. Cut it out, right? Joey was always my favorite. Gotta love Dave Coulier. I don't know if it's because he was Canadian or what, but he was a lot of fun. I always laughed at him the most. It got a little weird as the kids got older and the plot line sort of changed and shifted. But I still liked it. It helped that the Beach Boys were on a lot because I was a big Beach Boys fan when I was that age. Still am, but back then it was crazy. But Fuller House continues the story after the girls, DJ Stephanie and Kimmy Gibbler, grew up. And what happened is DJ was married to a firefighter who died. They don't specify how. I'm assuming fighting a fire. But she had three boys, Jackson, Max, and Tommy. Get it? Because Danny Tanner had three girls and his wife died, so now DJ had three boys. Her husband died. Follows the trend of the show. So that happened, and she didn't know what she was going to do to help raise the boys, and so Stephanie and Kimmy Gibbler moved in to help, just like Uncle Jesse and Uncle Joey did in the original one. They helped Danny. So it kind of all follows the whole way that the show works out. It's a little bit more cheesy in a lot of ways, this one, especially when the dads and the uncles and everyone joins the show. But you get to see all the old characters, a lot older now. Steve and Kimmy and DJ and Stephanie and Uncle Jesse and Becky and their twins, who are running a taco truck for whatever reason. I don't know. So, and Becky has baby fever, and Michelle is nowhere to be seen. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, they're too big, to be on a little Netflix show, I suppose. But they do allude to them throughout the series. They allude to her concussion and running a fashion empire, which is what the Olsen twins ultimately did after during the show, and then after, of course. I don't know why they wouldn't at least make a cameo. Maybe Netflix couldn't pay them enough to do it, but even, do a FaceTime thing with Danny, or, I'm not going to spoil the show, but there's some pretty big significant moments where they would have been there for their family, you would think. I only watched it up to, I forget which season, like 2 seasons before the last ones came out here, and stopped watching and never went back to it. But recently I started from the beginning and went all the way through to the ending. It was a bittersweet ending. Like I said, it's one of my favorite shows as a kid, and I didn't, sorry, not getting choked up, just had a little frog in my throat. I didn't want to see it end, as cheesy and terrible as it is, and just how corny and, all those things. It was a cute show. It has a lot of nice messages in it. It's fun to watch the kids grow up. With this one, the boys, you see them, their voice changes and things like that. I don't know why. It's, part of life. It's cute. You gotta see it. But it's one of those shows where you could step in at any episode and follow along with the story. You don't really need too much backstory or anything like that. And I think they did that on purpose, just like the original show, where you didn't have to really follow along like a soap opera. You could just jump in and enjoy it, and it's not really topical or anything like that. There's a little bit more political correctness in this one, I think, because of the times and the kids and everything. I don't know who wanted their message across, but there's a few things, which wasn't a big deal, the vegetarianism things and things about, against Donald Trump and against, certain other things. So, but it was okay. It wasn't bad. They didn't do it everything in Full House is tasteful and wholesome. So it wasn't like, anything terribly serious. No one died or anything. They did write out Aunt Becky in the last season and a half, I suppose, because of all the trouble that Lori Loughlin is having with the college scheme that she did to get her kids in the school, which was so dumb. I mean, can't she afford to put them to school, or can't they get... I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. But if it's if you want some show that you don't really have to think about too much, you just got to sit down and enjoy it, have a couple laughs, this is a good show for that. There's not much to think about, not much to follow along with. Kids having their high school drama, and the older girls having their, romance drama and kid drama and work drama, and, there's a big thing of DJ and who she's going to end up with, Steve or the new guy, and I'm not going to give you any spoilers. If you watch the original series, you'll like how this one ended, so there's your spoiler. If you can't figure it out, can't help you. But it was cute. I really liked it. I liked going back and visiting the old characters and seeing them now. And the one thing I didn't like, though, was Joey Gladstone's kids, because they're evil little brats, that he should discipline those kids. But he can't, because he's Joey. He's a goofball. But, it was a lot of fun. A lot of inside jokes and callbacks to the old series. So if you haven't watched the old series, those are going to go right over your head. But if you, like me, if you grew up watching the original Full House, you'll get him. And it's cute, like I said, if you want something just mindless, fun, there's a show for you. Anyway, if you've seen Full House or Fuller House, comment below, let me know what you thought. If you liked it, you hated it, you're in between, you don't care, whatever. Thanks for watching. Bye.